Okay, in today's podcast we are going to be looking at aims and objectives, and as it says in the board, guys, objectives for businesses, they give the business direction. So they give the business the overall direction. Basically, what is it that the business wants to achieve? What is its purpose? What is it setting out to do? Okay, so the objectives just guide the business and they give it the purpose about where is it going to go. Now on the board I've just got some common objectives that most businesses have, and I just want to draw your attention to that it says these are the objectives for private sector businesses. Now remember, the private sector is not owned by the government. So the private sector is owned by entrepreneurs. Now they usually exist to make a profit, although we can have private sector businesses such as charities, and I'll talk to you more about their objectives in a moment. But just remember, the private sector, they are owned by entrepreneurs, by private individuals, and they usually exist to make a profit. Now, so that's the first aim of most private sector businesses, is to increase profit. Other businesses might have to survive, and that would usually be a new business that has just opened and their objective is to survive. Just remember the statistic that I gave you, 80% of all new businesses usually fail within the first 5 years. So quite a common aim, certainly for a new business, is to survive. To increase market share, so many businesses want to increase and expand their market share. Remember, what is market share? It's the percentage of sales in a market that belongs to one particular business. So maybe they want to increase the amount of sales that belong to them. They could also try to improve the quality of their product, improve their customer service, become more efficient, or another very good one, expand the business, expand it and open more stores in order to make the business bigger. So these are the aims for the private sector. The public sector, remember, the public sector is owned and controlled by the government. So things like schools, hospitals, the police service, all of these things are owned by the government. And remember, how does the government get its money? That is through taxes. So the government gets its money through taxes, and it has to spend that money on providing services to the people of a country. Again, like I said, like schools and things like that. So what are aims of the public sector? First of all, you absolutely must not say to increase profit. Public sector businesses do not exist to make a profit. So what would an aim of a public sector be? Improve the quality of the service. Remember, they provide a service to the people, so they want to make the quality of the service better. Reduce costs. Why do they need to reduce costs? Well, you don't want to be wasting taxpayers' money. You don't want to be wasting taxes, so they need to get their costs down. Stop wasting. And linked in with getting costs down is becoming more efficient. Also expanding the service offering. So if it's a hospital, start offering more treatments. Okay, so start offering an expanded service or a bigger variety of service for that particular business that is in the public sector. We also have social enterprises or charities. Now, social enterprises and charities, they are not owned by the government. They are in the private sector. But these businesses, social enterprises and charities, they don't exist to make a profit. So businesses like charities, they usually existed for a good cause. Maybe it's help the children, maybe it's trying to get climate change down, so reduce global warming. Maybe it is trying to help animals. Okay, so they're in the private sector. They're owned by entrepreneurs, but they exist for a good cause. Charities and social enterprises. Think of Qatar Charity. They raise their money through donations. So people give money into boxes in shopping malls or to people collecting them, and they exist for a good purpose, like saving the children. So aims of a charity might be improve the quality of the service, increase the donations, increase the amount of donations that they're getting so they have more money for their good cause. Improve the efficiency. Again, all businesses want to improve efficiency. They want to waste less. Remember, that's what efficiency is. Efficiency is about wasting less. You don't want to be wasting money. You don't want to be wasting resources, so you need to get those down. Increase brand awareness, get more people to know about your charity and your social enterprise, and improve the support, offer more support for their good cause. Maybe it's having more support for children, etc. You do need to know about the purpose of setting objectives and why the businesses set objectives. So it gives a milestone. If you set an objective of increasing profit by 10%, that is your milestone, that's what you're aiming to do, and you can see whether you've achieved that. So if you increase profit by 12%, then you know you have met your target. Linked in with that, it helps motivate staff and the business. So everybody in the business is focused, they're focused on meeting that objective, keeps the business directed, going in the direction you want. Everybody's working towards increasing profit and getting profit up. And if you want to get profit up, what do we need to do? Well, we need to increase sales, we need to get costs down. So everybody knows what they're trying to achieve and everybody's working towards that. So it motivates staff towards the objective, gives the business a sense of direction and purpose towards the objective, gives them something to work towards. Everybody's focused on what they're working towards. You can check progress against the target. So maybe you set the business a target of expanding, okay, opening 2 more stores, and you open 3 more stores, so you've met your target. You can check progress against the objective, and everybody knows what they are doing. Everybody knows, everybody's focused, everybody knows what they're working towards. Okay, objectives need to be SMART, okay? So SMART, this is an acronym. You'll come across it many, many times in your life. SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound. So all objectives need to be specific. They need to be related to what you're doing. They need to be measurable. You need to be able to measure, have you done it? Such as increase profit by 10%. You can measure that there because you have an amount. They need to be achievable. No point in setting an objective that's not achievable. If they're not achievable, you'll just demotivate all your staff. They need to be realistic again. Can the objective be met? And they need to have a time on there, such as increase profit by 10% within 2 years. So I've got on here a SMART objective, if I can find it. Okay, so a SMART objective on here is increase profit by 10% over the next 2 years. So it's specific, you know what you want to achieve. It's measurable because we've got on there 10%. We've got a time limit on there, so it's time bound, and it's achievable and it's realistic. So an objective like that would motivate staff, it gives them something to work towards. If that's the objective, if they increase profit by 12%, they can say, fantastic, we've done really, really well, we're motivated. Everybody's focused, it keeps everybody working towards that target. So everybody's trying to increase profit, increase sales, get costs down, because they know what they need to do. If the objective said increase market share, that means getting more sales, maybe what you would be doing would be different, because to increase market share you'd be lowering your price, you'd be trying to sell more. So the actual objective will change how the business works. So this business, everybody's working to getting sales up, increasing profit, selling more, trying to get costs down, okay, in order to hit that target. Everybody's focused, directed. We can check performance against the target because we've got an amount, 10%. If you only increase by 5%, you're going to be thinking, right, what have we done wrong? What could we have done better? Okay, so I hope that's given you more information about objectives, and I'll see you next time.